Think positive.
Welcome, or welcome back, to the Gulen Bros podcast. GA for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called We All Grow. We all grow, not the same and not at the same time. Growth isn't structured. It doesn't follow a straight line, and it doesn't move on a schedule that can be controlled. Some people appear to move ahead early. Others take more time to find direction. Some grow quickly in certain areas, while remaining stuck in others. From the outside, it can look uneven. It can look confusing, because growth is often judged based on what can be seen. But what can be seen is only a small part of what's actually happening. Growth goes deeper than appearance. It goes deeper than progress that can be measured on the surface. And because of that, it cannot be compared equally. Time plays a role in everything. There are lessons that only time can teach, not effort alone, not desire alone, not intention alone. Time. Some things cannot be understood early, no matter how much someone wants to understand them. Because understanding requires experience, and experience requires time. Some lessons are learned through mistakes. Some clarity comes after confusion. Some awareness develops after reflection. Because of that, people arrive at understanding at different moments. One person may grasp something immediately. Another may take years. That difference doesn't define intelligence. It doesn't define capability. It reflects timing, and timing cannot be rushed without consequences. Trying to force understanding too early leads to misjudgment. Trying to skip steps leads to unnecessary setbacks. Growth requires patience with time, even when time feels slow. Every path is different. Some begin with direction. Others begin with uncertainty. Some people are guided. Others figure everything out through experience. Some have support systems that provide structure. Others build structure through trial and error. The journey will never be the same. A guided path may appear smoother. An independent path may involve more rebuilding, but both still lead somewhere. The difference is in how that progress is built. One develops through instruction. Another develops through experience. Comparing outcomes without acknowledging the path removes the context behind them. Two people can reach the same place, but the effort required may not be equal. Not everything happens immediately. Some things are tied to specific moments, opportunities, understanding, change. They appear when the person is ready to handle them, not just ready to receive them, but ready to maintain them. Because receiving something too early doesn't guarantee keeping it. Without the necessary growth, what is gained can easily be lost. Timing protects what hasn't been built yet. Delays are often misunderstood. They are seen as something negative, when in reality, they are preparation. Because without preparation, progress becomes unstable, and unstable progress doesn't last. Growth happens through process, and that process is not the same for everyone. Some grow in stable environments. Others grow in unpredictable ones. Some grow through encouragement. Others grow through pressure. Others grow through isolation. Each process creates a different type of strength. Stability can build confidence. Pressure can build resilience. Struggle can build endurance and awareness. The process may not always feel fair, but it's always shaping something. Often, The most difficult processes produce the strongest internal development because difficulty forces adaptation, it forces awareness, it forces change, and that kind of growth cannot be replaced. The processes are different. The results will be different. Not everyone arrives at the same outcome in the same way. Some results appear complete. Others appear delayed. Some look structured. Others look uncertain. But appearance does not always reflect the core. A faster result may lack foundation. A slower result may be more stable. Results are shaped by what was available, what was learned, and what was required. So comparing results without understanding the process leads to inaccurate conclusions. Different journeys produce different outcomes, and that difference is necessary. The most important growth often cannot be seen. Internal growth changes everything without always being visible. It changes how situations are processed. It changes how decisions are made. It changes how emotions are handled. Reactions become more controlled. Thinking becomes more intentional. Awareness becomes deeper. That kind of growth doesn't attract attention, but it builds stability. External progress can be taken away. Internal development remains. And over time, internal growth begins to influence everything else. Growth means a person is no longer who they used to be. Old patterns begin to fade. Old reactions lose their control. Old ways of thinking no longer feel accurate. Things that were once accepted are no longer tolerated. Things that once caused confusion are now understood differently. That change doesn't happen instantly. It happens over time, through experience, through reflection, through repetition. It shows in the way situations are handled differently, in the way decisions are made with more awareness, in the way certain cycles are no longer repeated. Growth replaces what used to exist, and once that shift happens, returning to the previous version no longer feels natural, not because it's impossible, but because it no longer aligns. Change is a result of growth, and it happens gradually. Perspectives evolves, priorities shift, understanding deepens. What once seemed important may lose value. What once caused reaction may no longer have the same effect. This kind of change develops over time, and because it happens gradually, it's often overlooked until enough time has passed to recognize that something is different. Comparison creates unnecessary pressure. It places one life against another without understanding either one fully. It measures progress without context. It ignores starting points. It ignores obstacles. It ignores the process. And without context, comparison becomes inaccurate. No one sees everything behind someone else's growth. So comparing outcomes without that understanding leads to false judgment. Focus is required for growth, and comparison takes focus away from where it is needed most. No same path, no same pace, no same process. Different timing, different pressure, different outcomes. Still moving, still building, still becoming. We all grow. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective, maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay grounded. And as always, be safe.